Hi everyone, this is the group 4. We are going to introduce the Zhiben Wetland today. Let's briefly talk about the geographical environment of Zhiben Wetland first. The Zhiben Wetland, which is located between Taidong-Zhiben River and Shemagan River, was a floodplain formed by the flooding of the Zhiben River estuary, and at that time, its area was more than 1,000 hectares. After that, because of the construction of dikes, the construction of canals, and the opening of agricultural land, the area has been gradually reduced. Nowadays, the Zhiben Wetland covers an area of more than 200 hectares. Its water source mainly comes from the Zhiben drainage trench built by Shemagan Stream, as well as underground springs in some areas. Different topography such as swamps, grasses, and forests on the wetland are formed. Why should we introduce this wetland in particular? Because the Zhiben Wetland is one of the most important migrant habitats in eastern Taiwan, and it is also an important supply station for transit birds in the eastern region. Bird researchers conducted by the Taidong White Bird Society over the years have shown that there are more than 130 species of birds in this area. Zhiben Wetland meet A1 criteria of BirdLife International, being a significant staging site of East Asia migrants. In 2004, the BirdLife International designated the Zhiben Wetland as an important bird area. Taiwan has 87 families and 674 species of birds, and over 50 families. 213 species of white birds were observed. Among them, there are 33 threatened bird species and 51 protected animals in the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species, including 3 first-level protected animals, 39 second-level protected animals, and 9 third-level protected animals, including the gray owl and peregrine falcon. In addition, after 10 years, in November 2014, oriental storks, which are only about 2,000 in the world, were observed again in Zhiben Wetlands. This shows the ecology is quite rich there. In 1985, the Taidong County government selected this site for the development plan of the Zhiben Comprehensive Recreation Area. In those days, the county government signed a contract with Jettler International. It was originally expected to build a Taiwan Disneyland. However, due to land issues and the manufacturer's financial concerns, the two parties were caught up in litigation, and the development case was delayed for more than 30 years. After all, the plan to build Taidong Disneyland has not been realized. The wetland area has been destroyed and even turned into a garbage dump, after being left unused for a long time. There can be a lot of construction waste and household garbage among the grass, and even after the August 8 typhoon, it becomes driftwood and garbage disposal site.
However, we are going to talk about another thing today. In 2017, the Taidong County government launched a feasibility study, and it is expected to set up a solar power generation equipment and education demonstration zone in the Zhiben Health section of Taidong County. County government announced a tender, which was awarded by the Preparatory Office of Shenli Energy Company. The development area is about 161 hectares, and the photovoltaic panel installation area is 152.5 hectares. This case is not only the doubt about the environmental and ecological crisis, but also the controversy that infringes on the traditional field of the tribe. The wetlands were also the traditional territories of the Caterpillar community of Puyoma tribe. During the 17th century, the tribe ran into the Dutch and named the place they heard the very first gunshot Kinku Wangang, meaning the place of gunshot in Puyoma language. The traditional naming of each site connects to their tribal life closely. The government once held a symposium and a briefing session before the bidding. However, the tribe believed that the county government did not fully inform the tribesmen of the content of the tender. After only a symposium and a briefing, the land was rented out, which was not in compliance with the consultation. The consultation and consent measures stipulate that all development activities in the traditional field of the Aboriginal people must be fully consulted with the Aboriginal tribes, and then voted at the tribal meeting to obtain the tribal consent. However, it only regulates the method of convening the tribal meeting, contains the overall procedure required for consultation. When the tribe and the government have different perception of the consultation procedure, and the law lays detailed regulation, many disputes will continue to arise.
In February 2019, the Caterpillar tribe once again held a consensus meeting for Zhiben Wetland atoll electronics. It believed that the government's binding condition restricted the minimum power regeneration and royalties, resulting in little room for adjustment in the industry's plans. In the subsequent consultation and approval process, the tribe only being able to choose agree or disagree doesn't reflect the true opinions of the tribe. It's like non-consultation, but only agreement. Finally, the tribe decided to ask the government to withdraw the development proposal and reconcile. Although the tribe has repeatedly expressed their opposition, the Taitung County government has not called for a stop. The consultation agreed that the voting day will still start on June 1st. In the process, the tribe youth who falsely received the power of attorney, non-ethnic people, also have the right to vote and bear the consequences. Disorders such as non-voting right emerge endlessly. In the end, the favoring party wins by a margin of 14 votes. But this result was not accepted by the tribe. In addition, there are also differences in opinions within the tribe on the case, and there are reports of tribesmen receive red envelopes from manufacturers to form a team by themselves. Go to your tribe to lobby those tribesmen who are hesitant about the photoelectric case. Until 2021, tribal people continued to protest to the government and related units such as Ministry of Internal Affairs Construction Agency, demanding that the government respect the tribe's withdrawal of photoelectric case and return to original point of consultation. They didn't want to let the birds, animals, plants, and tribal history and culture are facing a more tragic fact. Finally, we want to say to those who think that the Zhiben Wetland is nothing more than a stinky swamp. If you arrive at a beautiful place and still yell like a tourist and complain that there is nothing here, that just means it. Your mind is not pure enough, the distance is not close enough, and your eyes are not careful enough.